Hello. We're going to try some balances today. Give it a go. Don't worry if you wobble, you can try again. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm probably going to carry on doing these videos because I'm actually in 19 days of quarantine. So it's more for my own sanity than anybody else's. Feel free to carry on doing them, or thank you for doing any of them in the first place. Anyway, so to start with, come into child's pose. So come sit down, bring your bum to your heels, spread your arms out and bring your forehead towards the floor. If your forehead doesn't reach the floor, you can come into fist like this. Take a couple of breaths here to start. So inhale, feel your belly expanding. And exhale, feel as if your weight is going a bit further. You're relaxing into the floor. Again, inhale. And again, let the chest drop down. One more. And then on your next inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. A couple of rounds of cat and cow. And then take your right leg back. Pulse a couple of times into the heel and then lift the leg up. Extend the left arm out. Use your core. And then take them out one side and the other. Bring the hand down, bend the leg and look up. Exhale, come down. And to the other side. Pulse back a few times. Lift the leg up. Take the right hand out. Take them out to either side. Take a few breaths here. And then when you're ready, bring the hand down. Bend the knee. Start to curve the spine. Look up. And then come down. Curl the toes under. And come into your first downward dog. Depending on how stiff you are, depending on what time of the day it is, give yourself plenty of time to warm up. Okay, move your body as much as possible. And then inhale, raise the right leg up, step it between the hands. Inhale, come up to a high lunge. Drop down into the hips a bit to get a bit of a stretch. You can stay here or bring your palms together, and we're going to come into a twist. So lean forward slightly and then take the outside of the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Push one into the other to come into a twist. Keep your chin tucked in. And if you want to go further, you can open the arms up. Rotate your top wrist. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Bring both hands onto the inside of the front foot and drop the back knee. Again, this might be enough. You can move back and forwards. What we're going to do next is pick up the back foot. Now this also might be enough, or if you have a rope or something that you can put around the foot if you can't catch it, to get a good stretch down here. If you can, take hold of the left foot with the right hand, draw it in towards your bum cheeks, open across the chest. And release. Jefferson, ¿puedes traerme eso? If you can't reach, then you can do it like this. This gives you more space. So from here, you're going to come up and come into a warrior two. Open up, bend into it, draw your belly in slightly, pull up on your pelvic floor and bend into that front leg. Inhale here. And then exhale, you can bring your forearm to your thigh, or if you have the space, bring it down to the floor. From here, bring both hands back and step back. Push back to downward dog and step the left leg forward. Come up into high lunge and take a couple of breaths here. When and if you feel ready, bring the palms down towards your chest and twist from the belly. Bring the outside of the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. If you feel able to, you can open up. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, drop that back knee. Now again, we're going to do this. So bring both hands onto the inside of the front foot and then bend that back leg. Take a rope or take a bit of material. Or if you have the space, you can just take hold of the foot. There are two stretches within this. One is that if you pull the foot in towards your bum, you feel the stretch here. The other, which you can do after, is kick the foot into the hand to open across the chest. So try both of them, see how it feels. You can move between the two, just go easy. When you're finished, come up into warrior two. Exhale, bring the hand down either to the thigh or to the floor and come into side angle pose. And then take both hands down, step back, lower down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come up. Exhale, push back. This time you inhale, bring the right leg up and step it through. And we're going to come back into warrior two. And then exhale, come down, bring the hand down. If that's too much, you can stay here. If you have the hand on the floor, then see if you can come into a bind. Okay, take the right hand under the right leg and take hold of the other hand. From here, take a couple of breaths. And then release. Step the foot back, lower down. Inhale, come up. And exhale, push back. Lift up the left leg, step it through, and to warrior two. Inhale up, exhale down. Now you can see my hand in this one, so you bring the shoulder as close to the knee as possible, so that you can bring the hand round and take hold of the other wrist. Again, if you don't have space, you can take material like this to hold on to it. And hold here. Exhale, release. And this time drop the back knee and we're just going to come into a hamstring stretch. Inhale, come forward, open the chest. Exhale, push back. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Inhale, forward, and we'll just do that on the other side. So come into plank and then step the other foot forward. Drop the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Excellent. Now take both hands either side and we're just going to try coming into a side plank. So to start with, take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the heels to one side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back to center. Do this a couple more times in your own breath. If it's too harsh on your wrists, you can come down onto your forearms. You can come onto fists. Or you can just hold it here if the movement is too much. The next part is to inhale. As you exhale, you come over onto your side, onto your right side. If you have the balance, you can have both feet one on top of the other. If you need more balance, bring the top foot forward. Inhale here, open. If this is fine for you, you can test your balance, lift up that top leg into a star. And then exhale, release. If you again want to work on your strength, keep that leg up, lower down, and then inhale. Exhale, push back to downward dog, and then come forward to plank. And we'll do it on the other side. Inhale, And then exhale, come over onto your left side, pushing into the hand so that you're not dropping into your shoulder. Open across the chest. I'm shaking. Shaking is good, apparently. And then you can lift that leg up. And then if you want to, keep that leg up as you come down and inhale. Push back to downward dog and take a couple of breaths here. If you need to, you can come onto your knees and come into a child's pose. But meet back in downward dog in a couple of breaths. So from here, inhale. Step the foot forward. Come back into your warrior two pose. And then we're going to come into bird of paradise, I think it's called. So what you do is we're first of all going to come into that bind. Try whatever stage you feel is comfortable and then stop there. If you can come into the bind, even with this, that's fine. Then you can walk the foot forward until they're together. Come onto the ball of the right foot and then you're going to come up. Ooh. You can stay here, or if you then want to try, you can start to extend the leg. If you can rotate the ankle one way and then the other. If you want to stay here, that's absolutely fine. Work on the balance. If you want to have one hand on the wall, also fine. When you're finished, exhale, lower down and step back. We'll just come onto your knees, roll the shoulders a couple of times and then come forward again. Push into downward dog and we're going to do it on the other side. I'll do it around this side so I'm not to the back. So come into warrior two, exhale, come down and then take your hands together in a bind. From here, you can walk up, walk your feet together, and then focusing on a point, come up. Again, staying here is fine. Having a rope or something. And then exhale, if you want to try extending the leg. Rotate the ankle one way and then another, and then lower down. Release the hands. Come back onto your mat. Oh, there's a bug. And then you're just going to roll the shoulders a couple of times. It's quite a strong stretch, so be careful. So it's quite a strong balance pose, so just go carefully, okay? And I would advise trying this as many times as you want, okay? Then from here, come up into downward dog. And then just step the feet forward and come to a seated position, legs extended. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward fold. And then to finish, let's just come into, bring your soles of your feet together and we'll just do a bit of a hip opening. So probably your knees will be quite high up. If you have really open hips, then they'll be the knees will be closer to the floor. Pick up your hips and you can just play a bit with moving them back and forwards and then place them where you feel comfortable. Take your hands around your feet. If you want to, you can give them a little squeeze. Feels really good. And then just gently move the knees up and down. This is called butterfly. Make sure your spine is straight. Tuck your chin in. And then when you're done, release. And you can come into a seated position or you can come to lying. And just take 2 or 3, well, the longer the better. Take 2 or 3 minutes, definitely. Taking deep inhales and exhales. Bring your focus onto your breath and let your body fully relax in whatever position you like, whatever position you feel comfortable in. So thank you very much. stay safe out there, and sending lots of love as always. Goodbye.